Good morning, welcome to Furry and Spoiled. Today I want to talk to you about, do you need to walk your dog off the lead? There is a belief going around at the moment, especially among new dog owners, that when you walk your dog, you have to walk your dog off the lead. Dog needs to be off the lead, running around in a field or whatever, to have a walk. And it's just simply not true. At the moment, I'm coming across so many dogs off the lead and their comebacks are non-existent. They just don't come back when the owner calls them. And I mean, chatting to these owners and finding out like what's going on. And a lot of them are quite stressed and like, well, the dog just doesn't come back. The dog's not listening to me. And then I say, well, why are you letting them off the lead? And what I keep hearing is, it's just what you do. That's how you walk your dog. I'm hearing it over and over again. People saying, I don't know what I'm going to do because my dog doesn't come back when I call them, but I have to let them off the lead. And it's just, I don't know where this advice is coming from. And it just seems to me like it's worse than ever. And you absolutely do not have to let your dog off the lead when walking your dog. Whether your dog's comebacks are good or not, as an example here, my little Harry, under his blanket, his comebacks are superb. He is really, really, really good off the lead dog. But he doesn't always get let off the lead because it just isn't necessary. My dog's favourite walk is on a lead, walking around the streets. And if it's a street we haven't walked down before, then all the better. And that's absolutely their favourite walk. And in the morning, that's the walk I do with them. We do like a 45-minute walk on a lead. And we walk around the streets and they love it. And yeah, sure, we're lucky. We live in the countryside. There are forests, there are lakes. And we do that with them as well. But their favourite walk is just on a lead walking around the streets. And if you see my videos, my dogs are very relaxed and very calm. All of them. I've got another one over here. And this morning they've just had a 45-minute walk. Walking around the streets on a lead. And I don't know where this belief is coming from, that you have to let them off, especially that you have to let them off even if their comebacks are completely non-existent. And it's sending people a little bit crazy. And I feel sorry for people, because I think if you've got your first dog, like you may have, the person that's listening to me now, you may have your first dog, and you may just be trying to do what is best for the dog and doing what you think you're supposed to do. But you're not supposed to let the dog off the lead, especially not if he doesn't come back when you call, because that is incredibly dangerous. And some people I'm seeing doing it are doing it close to busy roads, because the field is near the busy road and they just want to let the dog off the lead. And also a lot of it comes from dogs won't walk nicely on the lead. And that's why a few videos ago I recorded a video about how to walk your dog nicely on the lead, because I thought, okay, well, maybe that's causing a lot of the problem. So I help people and show them how to walk a dog nicely on the lead. But I think ultimately it is this belief that is how you walk a dog. And if you don't have your dog off the lead running around a field, then you haven't walked them properly. And it's just completely untrue. And if you walk them along streets, it's a different experience for them, because what they'll do is they'll sniff an awful lot. And when a dog is sniffing, he's not just getting the exercise, but when he's sniffing, when a dog sniffs, if another dog has gone to toilet, even if it was a few days ago, your dog can tell how old that dog was, where he sits in the pack, male or female, on heat or not. It can tell so much stuff. And so every time your dog stops and he's sniffing something, he's reading about other dogs. So it's not just a walk for them. There's so much more going on. I personally find if my dogs have had a walk where they've done like lots of sniffing, they're much more tired than if it was just... So if we go to the forest, say, there's not much sniffing goes on there. That's a lot more running around. But that walk, and also, so that walk does not wear them out as much as putting them on a lead and walking them around the streets. The other thing you've got to watch is, especially with younger dogs, is if you are taking them somewhere and they're just allowed to run all crazy off the lead, there's other dogs there, they're all running crazy off the lead, you can end up just winding your dog up and not actually relaxing them from their walk. and then they can come back and just be a bit crazy. It's not always a good environment. And the other thing is that the people I'm talking to, they're really quite stressed, and rightly so. I mean, there's dogs that, you know, they just aren't coming back when they call, completely aren't coming back. And if you're stressed, then that really isn't a nice, two things. It really isn't a nice walk for your dog at all. But also, the dog's never going to come back to you if you're stressed. A dog won't come back to stressed energy. Whereas if you walk them along the road on paths with a lead, you haven't got to worry about them running off because they can't. You haven't got to worry about other dogs bouncing all over them because there won't be other dogs if you're walking along the street. The dog will come back more tired because he'll have done all the sniffing. It's just, I'm not, don't get me wrong, if your comebacks are good, take your dog somewhere and let them off the lead and run around. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do, it's not. But it isn't the be all and end all. That is not, like, that is how you walk a dog, and that's the end of it. That is not how it is at all. And I do feel sorry for people who are getting into this thing of that's what you have to do with your dog. It really isn't the case. I'm going to do a video. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks before it comes out because I've scheduled videos for the next few weeks ahead. About comebacks and getting your dog to come when he's called. And that'll be out in a few weeks. But that is hard. I mean, that is a massive part of it, is that your dog comes back when you call. But this wasn't planned, this video, but I just wanted to make the point that I don't know where this belief system is coming from, that you have to walk your dog off the lead. I just don't know where it's coming from. It isn't true. I was thinking, so I have been involved with dogs for maybe, I don't even know, maybe 20 years now. Heavily involved in training them, all sorts of training German Shepherds where disabled people. I've got rescue dogs. I've got Humps here from South Korea and all the issues he's got. Little Albert behind me has got learning difficult, all sorts. And over the years, I've looked after lots of people's dogs. I've just been involved with dogs for a long, long time. And I was thinking about it this morning. I was thinking, out of those dogs, a lot of those dogs couldn't be let off the lead for whatever reason, various different reasons. But not just that they couldn't be let off the lead, but just that they enjoyed having a road walk. It just isn't something that's always, whenever I've had a dog, it just hasn't been in my thoughts that, oh, he has to be off the lead for his walk. It just isn't there. It just isn't necessary. And I just hope that if you're watching this and you're a new dog owner and you're letting your dog off the lead and he isn't coming back every morning, and you're finding that you're getting really stressed, you might even find that you're not walking him because it's so stressful. Just please believe me, just put your dog on a lead, just a normal short lead, and take them for a walk around the streets, and you will find that he gets worn out and he enjoys himself. You'll enjoy yourself. I love going down streets that we haven't walked down before, having a nose in people's gardens. I love it, having a nose, sometimes you can see in their windows. I love having a nose in people's houses and stuff. It's nice. And then I enjoy my morning walks. So, yeah, I hope this has helped. If you've got anything you want to ask me about this subject, please, just ask me in comments or social media. I'm on them all, Fur and Spoilt. And like I said, I think it's going to be the week after next. The video will come up about comebacks. But, yeah, I just hope it's helped and made you feel a bit better if you were feeling a bit rubbish about the whole situation. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.